I'm going to be showing you how you can create idea pins with Adobe Express to help drive traffic to your online store, whether that be Etsy store or Shopify store. I'm going to be exploring many different ways on how to create Pinterest pins and idea pins to help you drive traffic over the next couple of videos. In the past, I found that Pinterest had been my biggest traffic source when it came to sales on Etsy, and I wanted to share my experience with you in hopes that you'll find it useful for your own store's traffic. So let's get started with the biggest reasons I've found to use Adobe Express to create your idea pins. So the first reason to use Adobe Express to create your idea pins or regular Pinterest pins is it's a very easy entry point for idea pins as a video creation tool. I chose Adobe Express for creating idea pins as it has a fairly user-friendly interface. As an Etsy or Shopify seller, you may not have the time or the extensive video editing experience that the bigger video creation software requires. It allows you to jump right into creating a video for your idea pin without that steep learning curve of a more complex software like Adobe Premiere Pro, which I do use and I'm still learning to use. So that's the biggest reason for using Adobe Express, is that it is quite quick and easy to get into. It also has an app for your iPhone. At the moment, there are certain things that are available on the app that aren't available on the web and vice versa. Hopefully soon that will be, changing, and they'll be a little bit more in line. There are some animation features for the text that I prefer on the phone that don't exist on the web. I'm just hoping that they merge them a little bit more. Reason number 2 for using Adobe Express is that you can quickly add some movement, some simple and effective animations to your text, to your photos. You can add elements that have motion to them as well. So easily adding animations to your photos and your texts, making the content more engaging and appealing to people on Pinterest. You can use the text or the animation features to highlight the product's features and details, dimensions, etc. As you can see here, I am adjusting the animation for the text. Here I animate the image, the background image, to give it a bit more of a pop when it comes across to the next slide. At this point, I am splitting the last slide to add the text animation for the call to action, getting people to click the link on Pinterest. So click visit to get the details or get the wall art. If it is a blog post, the visit button does change to read it. So you would want to type in click the read now or click read it to get more information. You don't have to make your videos very long. I do believe Pinterest has a limit of 5 minutes on their videos at this point, but I'm using shorter ones for now. So I just simply click on download and it's time to upload the pin to Pinterest. You can directly go from Adobe Express into Pinterest and connect your Pinterest profile, but in this video I've just done it with the upload. And finally, reason that you've been waiting for to find out how to grow your traffic even larger and reach more people is reason number 3. And reason number 3 is that you can use Adobe Express to reach a wider audience. And what I mean by that is you can take the first video that you create in your own native language. You can then go ahead and click on the translate button at the top here, and then it will allow you to generate the same video in multiple different languages. You can choose from the long list of languages here on the left, and then when you create them, it'll create copies of your idea pin in these additional languages. You do need to adjust like the type a little bit. Some of it does just simply because of the different characters that are used, and in a different language you do need to adjust like the sizing and stuff, but it's minimal adjusting. It's just a little bit of resizing here and there. Let me know with the translations that you see on screen, is there anything, if you do speak more than one language, is there anything in these first screens that is not translated right? I did check the Italian one and that seemed to be okay as far as I could tell. And then of course when you do translate your idea pins into other languages, you do want to make sure that when you pin your idea pin to Pinterest, or if it is a regular pin, you want to make sure that your title and description are also being translated. So what I did for that is I just simply created another page in Adobe Express and wrote out what I wanted it to say in English, of course, and then I used the translate feature again to translate a title and a description. I did use this vampire pun joke as my demo, that I am aware that the pun may not work in other languages, simply because that's how languages work. So do keep that in mind if you're doing that, but if you're simply just creating idea pins to highlight and show off what your product does, or the sizes and stuff, things that, you know, will translate into other languages, this will be very helpful and useful for that kind of content. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. I'm exploring a multitude of different ways on how to create pins and Pinterest idea pins.